Semantics, the study of human language. In language, it is difficult to determine meaning. Semantics, it's all about meaning, but it's a very broad focus. There are many pieces to semantics that allow a person to further understand another's utterances. Consider the phrase "you lock it up." What do you suppose that it means? If we use the principle of compositionality, we would pick the sentence apart into its basic pieces and determine the meaning that way. You is the person being referred to, but in this sentence it's really unclear who you is. If it said instead Cassandra lock it up, we would know that Cassandra would be the person doing the locking. Lock as a verb means to fasten or secure, to make fast or immovable, to join or unite firmly, or to hold fast and embrace. It is a direct object, but it's unclear what it really is. It could be anything, and up is a function word used for emphasis. So you fasten it, you join it, you hold it, or you make it immovable. The sentence "you lock it up" could have a multitude of meanings, and the principle of compositionality does not give us much insight in this situation. Setting is an integral part of sentence interpretation. It provides clues to the context in which a sentence is uttered. This includes physical environment. Discourse is another important part of sentence interpretation. It is a connected series of utterances produced during a conversation or other speech act. In other words, what was said before and after the utterance in question. Let's watch another clip. Try to see how these two things affect your understanding of the sentence.
That was my first Asian. You better lock it up. You better lock it up. No, you lock it up. You lock it up. Lock it up. Lock it up.
This scene was from Wedding Crashers. What did you take the sentence to mean? Get control of yourself, keep your voice down, stop acting like a fool, all or some of these? For those that have not seen this movie prior to seeing this clip, these can be pretty big jumps in meaning for this particular sentence. In order for any of these to make sense, a few things are in play that we have not yet discussed. Metaphor is an understanding of one concept in terms of another. A lock doesn't really compare to composure, except that we know some things do not have to be equal to make sense. Grice's conversational maxims are rules for conversation. Our understanding of how language is used in particular situations to convey a message. We are able to draw inferences about what is meant but not actually said. Connotations is a set of associations a word's use can evoke. For example, lock, close, bar, stop, all of these things refer to ending something. See how complicated semantics is? The great thing, we understand these concepts without even knowing that most of them are, or that they even exist. The knowledge is subconscious. Hopefully you have a little more appreciation for how large the idea of semantics is. There's a lot more to it than we have discussed here. I'm going to show you some more clips. See if you can spot any of the things we discussed in these, and keep in mind that while it seems we reviewed a lot about semantics, linguists still cannot pinpoint precisely what meaning is well enough to define it as it pertains to understanding human speech.
Oh. Oh. Hello. Would you like to have a roll in the hay? It's fun. Roll, roll, roll in the hay.
This was a much less difficult utterance to determine with the principle of compositionality. She quite literally meant it when she said, "Would you like to have a roll in the hay?" In this situation, setting could have easily led to a misunderstanding. Her attire, her beauty, and the common knowledge of the phrase "roll in the hay" as being sexual gives her statement the appearance of being lewd. The fact that she meant it literally in the end made her look naive. In this case, the old knowledge or common knowledge seen in the topic of discourse was misleading. Intonation. An easy way to define this is pitch, where we put the stress in a sentence. This is not related to word meaning, and the intonation does not change the meaning of a word, but it can infer a different use of the word. Intonation is a part of semantics. Remember, there's more than one way to define just about every word in our language, especially when you take into account jargon, slang, etc. Not only that, but intonation can change a word from part of a statement to a question, an exclamation, a challenge, and an indefinite number of other things as well. Is it time for another clip? I think so.
Werewolf.
Werewolf?
There.
What?
Werewolf. There. Castle.
Why are you talking that way?
I thought you wanted to.
No, I don't want to.
Suit yourself. I'm easy.
This is a classic example of intonation. She said, "Werewolf." He replied, "Werewolf?" Because of his intonation, it was taken by Igor to mean werewolf. Have you ever noticed how often and in how many ways the word dude is used? Try to keep track during this next clip. See how many you can hear.
Dude.
Dude! Dude!
Dude.
Dude! Dude! Dude.
Semantics interests me because I am a why and how thinker. Hopefully I've managed to interest you too, even if only a tiny bit. If anything, maybe you'll at least notice a few things that we have talked about today in your daily conversations and not look back on this 5 minutes as a complete waste of your day. There really is something deeper going on when we converse with others, or with ourselves, whichever you prefer. Okay, so it's been a blast. Notice the metaphor used there? But I believe that it's about all the time we have for today. Let's keep things interesting and end this on a funny note, shall we? Enjoy!
Go comatose for me, baby.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.